You've heard the 1% better everyday theory. You've tried it. So why hasn't it worked? Because shrinking the habit isn't enough. The real shift happens after the habit starts. That's what no one teaches you, and exactly what we're doing here. Every January, millions set goals. By February, 80% have already quit, not because they're weak, but because they're using the wrong method. The 1% method isn't just about doing less. It's about starting small and building smart. Done right, it doesn't just change your behavior, it changes who you are. And that's why this video exists, to show you how to actually make it work. Let's start with what you already know, the biggest myth, that discipline means doing huge things consistently. Wrong. Most people overcommit. I'll run 5 miles daily. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. That sounds productive until real life hits. Missed alarms, busy mornings, no energy. The 1% method starts smaller than you think. 1 push-up, 1 line, 1 breath. Tiny is powerful. Why? Because action beats intention. Momentum beats motivation. You're not trying to win day 1. You're trying to create a chain that doesn't break. Here's the twist. When habits are small, they bypass your brain's resistance. You don't argue with yourself. You don't delay, you just do it. And that doing becomes your new baseline. You trust yourself again, and that's where confidence grows. But here's where most people stop, and here's where the real magic begins. Here's what almost everyone misses. The real magic behind the 1% method isn't just about what you do, it's about who you're becoming. Most people say, I want to lose weight, or I want to write a book, but the 1% think differently. They say, I'm the kind of person who doesn't miss workouts, or I'm a writer, so I write. That subtle shift changes everything. Habits aren't just physical routines, they're identity anchors. Every small action is a vote for the person you want to become. This flips the game. You're no longer chasing goals, you're building an identity. You floss 1 tooth, you're now someone who cares about dental hygiene. Stretch for 1 minute, you're someone who moves daily. These micro decisions change how you see yourself. And when your identity shifts, your standards follow. You go from, I need to do this, to, of course I do this. Identity is sticky. Once you believe, I'm the kind of person who does X, you'll defend that belief with action. This is why small wins are so powerful. They reinforce your story, and over time, that story becomes real. But there's still one more piece most people miss. If you want habits to last, you need to connect them to something emotional. 1 push-up? Cool. 1 push-up because you want to be a dad who's active in 20 years? Now it matters. Emotional anchoring turns a small action into a meaningful ritual. It creates stickiness, depth, memory. Attach your habit to a deeper reason, and you'll stop needing reminders. This is what everyone posts about, but few explain: the compounding curve. 1% better daily, that's 37 times better in a year. But here's the truth, it doesn't feel like that early on. Month 1, invisible. Month 3, still subtle. Month 6, now you're flying, but only if you stay in the game. Most quit before the curve kicks in. This video is your reminder. Stick with the system. Because once that compounding curve takes off, the version of you that shows up will feel automatic. This isn't about grinding harder, it's about building smarter. It's about shifting your default settings. From someone who tries to someone who is. Habits become identity, and identity carries you on days motivation can't. So here's the move. Pick one habit, shrink it, build the identity. Anchor it emotionally. Start today. Make it so easy it slides under resistance. Do it daily, and don't break the chain, because once you build trust with yourself, you won't need willpower anymore. If you're ready to link these habits together, now you're ready to think like the people who see opportunities before they happen. My next video shows how elite minds think 3 moves ahead, while everyone else gets blindsided. These are the same mental patterns that separate the top 1% from everyone else scrambling to catch up. The crazy part? These thinking shifts are way simpler than you'd expect. Start small, stay consistent, become unbreakable.